All right, now for the intros, here's Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, an undefeated mixed martial artist holding a perfect professional record. 12 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 170.5 pounds. Fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, the future Iэн Machadо Gherri! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding professional record, 28 wins, 11 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 170.5 pounds. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, the Haitian sensation, Nil Mэгni! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Keith Peterson.
Final assignment of the night for the no-nonsense Keith Peterson, Luciana Andrade, among the many with us tonight inside a sold-out TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. Unless you're talking Stanley Cup or NBA Finals, no bigger gate than the one we have here tonight. Iэн Machadо Gherri in green, Nil Mэгni pressing forward in black.
Oh! Took his leg out with the first low kick.
Gherri was sitting down like some of those pictures that I've seen the Gracies, right? When they're all just kind of like meditating almost. Sitting on the octagon canvas as they were announcing Nil Mэгni.
Yeah, in the lotus position.
Oh!
Boy, he's taking that calf out right away.
Mэгni already dealing with balance issues on that lead left leg.
Mэгni has some tiny calves.
Yeah.
Good kick to the body by Gherri.
And when you're a young prospect like Iэн Gherri, you got to get it done and you got to be impressive. We saw Shavkat fight Nil Mэгni, and he got him out of there. It's on Iэн Gherri to show that he's at that level and put it on Nil.
He is exponentially faster than Nil Mэгni and a lot of other guys on the feet here at welterweight.
Again, chewing up that calf kick with the first 3 kicks he throws. Beautiful jab. Looking for the right hand on the break.
Nil's corner's telling him to stop waiting. Get forward. Iэн Gherri came into the fighter meeting the other day and he started to clinch me. That was one of the things he said he was going to do, exactly what he did there when Nil Mэгni was able to grab him, clear and push him away, get back the distance.
Gilbert Durinho Burns, Jason Strout in the Gherri corner alongside Phil Rowe tonight.
It's on Nil Mэгni to start trying to get forward. Look, when you got a guy in front of you like Gherri who is so pinpoint and accurate, you're gonna have to take a few to get to him. But you gotta find a way to get chest to chest with him.
Jared McCluskey liking the Mэгni forward pressure now.
Nil seems like he's having a hard time throwing his right kick because of what's going on with his left calf. He's throwing a few of them and they feel like they're off balance.
Gherri has twice now been warned by Keith Peterson. Can't really drape your arm over.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you could do that because it's not grabbing it, but it's hanging over the top. Yeah, it's using the cage.
Yeah, that's
a blatant foul.
Yeah, he's literally pulling himself back into Mэгni.
Gherri's got him down.
Gherri just used his leverage there to take Mэгni down. That was beautiful.
Gherri holding up pretty well in the clinch thus far.
He's doing an amazing job fighting from the positions that Nil is usually really strong in.
Perfection on the leg kicks thus far for the rising 25-year-old talent, Machado Gherri.
He's so tall and long for this division. He uses it so well, even against another tall, long guy like Nil Mэгni.
Dean Thomas, what do you have?
I'll tell you what, man. Iэн Gherri is extraordinary. What he's doing this so well is he doesn't have no toes. Look at that. That's why he's able to knock Nil Mэгni off balance. He doesn't have a toe. You don't know what strike he's going to throw. And he's throwing so many different strikes, and there's no indicator of what he's going to throw.
You see right there where Nil threw that kick?
Yeah, he's scared. He doesn't want to throw it.
Yeah, it's like it's not working right.
I think he's afraid to throw a hard kick because he's afraid of what's coming back in his direction.
Ooh. Head kick partially lands for Machado Gherri. Mэгni tried to find a window for offense, nothing doing.
Oh, yeah. That leg.
That one made him limp.
His corner screaming, kick him again, kick him again. He's right in front of Gilbert Burns here.
Yeah, Durinho wants him to keep him on the octagon side. Nil Mэгni's corner is going to let him have it after this round. He's waiting far too much and taking pictures of Gherri. Gary's too good to stand in front of him and watch and wait.
All right, this corner cam is brought to you by Prime Hydration, the fastest growing beverage in history with only 25 calories, 0 added sugar, BCAAs, and electrolytes, now available at Walmart.
You're good. It's when you're hesitating, right? Waiting for him. If you need to step back and go southpaw, you can shift to your good stance after he attacks. Another drink of water.
He only has those two weapons while he's backing up. If you get your hands on him, you keep him against the cage. If you're against the cage, you keep your upper back off the cage and you pummel. You work hard for him.
Yes, sir. Just that little bit of wrestling got him tired. Yes, sir. You cannot hesitate on your way in. Yes, sir. Hit him with, and that overhand is there. Counter that jab.
Right here you see Gherri, first leg kick knocks Nil Mэгni down. And then again, every time he's knocking Nil down because Nil can't find his balance. And for as bad as those look, there was one later where he didn't fall that took more damage, did more damage.
The unauthorized reproduction or distribution of this copyright work is illegal and punishable under law. Good jab by Mэгni to begin the round. There's another one. Definitely a more urgent look in Magny's eyes than we saw to begin round one.
He has to. He's got to go. The corner told him Gherri has two weapons when he's backing up. So if you smother him, you can kill that leg kick and that body kick.
And for all of Gary's bravado, his mind is as open as Israel Adesanya's, right? Said to us, I went to Brazil to listen, right? And you really get the sense that he did.
So far, this has been the perfect fight for Iэн Gherri. Just doing a fantastic job of maintaining the distance, utilizing his superior striking. There it is again. Neil's real hurt. He's real hurt.
Well, like Dean said, he has no tells. Zero tells in terms of what's coming. Nil can't pick up on whether or not he's about to kick him again or he's going to jab him.
And Nil can barely touch him when he's moving away.
Oh, man.
Again.
Watch your fingers. Watch your fingers.
Mэгni trying to get a takedown.
Good defense so far by Gherri.
Nil's got to try to step in front, get Gherri moving. Lock his hand, rotate to drag him to the mat. That'll get him off the side of the octagon. Then he can try to advance.
There also has to be a real sense of urgency because this is a very difficult position for him to get to. He's been on the outside, finally got here. He's got to make the best of this. And he's showing that. He's showing that he understands that urgency.
Got to make it count.
Gilbert Burns trying to talk Gary through the progressions here.
Gary's trying to push the lock down. He's got to find a way to take the hands of Magni and peel them apart. Guys are so good now at back control that just trying to split the lock is too hard. You go around the front to grab it.
He turned it around. He's doing that thing again. He grabs the top of the cage. He's done it multiple times now.
His coaches are going to have to focus on that. Other referees might have less tolerance.
He's so tall. He's so tall that he's at the top of the side of the octagon. And, you know, man, everybody's looking for every advantage in there.
Hey, get it.
Neil's under pressure now, though.
Oh, head kick knocks his mouthpiece out. Nice jab by Gary. That was the weapon he talked most about this week.
Oh, boy.
Oh, he's got him hurt bad.
Pick your poison.
Oh, wow. Nice knee to the body. Beautiful flying knee to the body.
Wayward Superman attempt there by Nil Mэгni, just over a minute to go in the round.
And even though he's trying to hide it, every time he touches it, even if it's short, it just kills Nil.
Oh boy, Nil's in so much trouble.
He's gonna kick him again. Magni's gotta watch those reactions because Keith Peterson's gonna have to stop this fight.
Yeah.
His reactions are so big. He's squinting, he's hopping.
Yeah, he's barely able to put any weight on that leg. Look at him. He's trying to hide it, but he's in bad shape right now.
30 seconds in the round. Referee closing his distance, watching closely.
And again, he goes to it. Uppercut.
Magni will not quit fighting, man. He's trying.
Yeah, can't put any weight on that lead leg, really.
I don't know if he can fight southpaw because we would have seen him change stances already. So many people, when they get their leg beat up, they go southpaw. Even Whiteman did it earlier in the night.
Oh, look at that.
To round 3 we go.
Here's a body kick by Gary. But again, punishing leg kicks. I mean, just catching him with the toes. One more here, and that was a hard one.
There. That's where he's setting that up. You could stay southpaw and shift into it, or you check that kick and come forward.
It's time to ignore that pain. When you start backing up, I want you to circle. You keep him on the cage. Understand? Go from there.
You can fight through anything. Fight through that. Be in his face.
Magni still seems mentally checked in for sure. There was a little dust up at the end of that round. Magni said something to Machado Gary, and then Gary flipped him the bird, not pictured. Well, Dana White's Contender Series is back and heating up your summer with the best prospects from around the world, all competing for a UFC contract in front of Dana White and the UFC brass. You can watch it every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, only on ESPN+. There have been 14 previous finishes by leg kicks in UFC history. We'll see if Ian Machado Gary can make it 15.
Oh! And the problem with Nil switching to southpaw is he doesn't pick up on the high kicks as effectively because he's not used to seeing them coming that way. So it's a kind of pick your poison for Nil Mэгni. Oh.
Subtle feints and nuances to the striking game of Gary.
Again. Just punishing that left leg. It's basically useless now.
Yeah. Gary's got to just start throwing leg kicks. Feint, low kick, go 1-2 up top.
Gilbert Burns calling for the right hand. Scoots his way back to the center of the octagon. Still 3.5 to go.
Man,
He is just beating him up.
he looks good.
He looks very good, very sharp. The emotions have only made him sharper.
He can do whatever he wants to Nil Magni right now.
Oh, switch kick to the body.
And we're talking about a guy that has the record for most wins in his division's history.
Didn't take Gary long to find that flow state tonight. Putting it on Nil Magni every step of the way. Under 3 minutes now to go.
Nil Magni's in full survival mode
Yep.
now.
And the only reason he's still in there is because he's so tough.
Yeah, so tough and in such great shape.
Yep, and experienced. If he wasn't Nil Magni, he'd be out of there already.
And let us also remind the viewers, he is stepping in here for Jeff Neal tonight. He was training, he said, for this date, but gotta give Nil Magni credit despite being on the wrong side of the domination tonight.
Well, he's not tired. He's just getting beat up. Yeah.
I mean, this is the Iэн Machadо Gherry show.
Particularly good combination there by Gary.
And maybe I'm gonna be a bit harsh here, but I'd like to see Gary finish.
Yes.
I'd like to see him finish. I love all the talking and all the gestures, but I'd like to see him get a finish here.
You guys see that impromptu open workout by Gary at an Irish pub in Boston last night after the ceremonial weigh-in?
And I mean, Magni is done.
I mean, he's literally offering no offense. It's just survival. And now he's trying to fight southpaw, but he goes right back to it. He's just not comfortable from that stance at all.
Welcomes Magni back to his feet. 35 leg kicks. And now he goes high. Oh, Magni covers up. Well, DC certainly can't fault the effort in terms of Gary trying to finish, right?
He's trying to finish. Yep. You see him with a bit of urgency here, trying to get Magni out of there.
Watch his eyes on top. Elbow. 50 seconds. 30 seconds.
Well, as the challenges have gotten tougher, Iэн Machadо Gherry has responded.
He's trying to mount guillotine. Look at this.
You wouldn't expect these two to bury the hatchet after the fact,
Wow.
But another one bites the dust at the hands of Iэн Machado Gherry.
This is a complete domination by Iэн Machado Gherry. This is a big test for him, and he got an A+.
So he will take Nil Magni's number 11 at the very least when the rankings come out next week.
Right here you see Iэн Gherry, leg kick after leg kick. I mean, those leg kicks led the dance, and they were his best weapon. But look at these reactions from Nil Magni. Another leg kick from Gherry. Nil Magni could not even stand. He broke him down over the course of 15 minutes. And for one of the first times, we saw Nil Magni really not give much back. He wasn't competitive at all.
Right.
And that doesn't happen to Nil Magni. In every fight, he finds a way to at least give him a shot. He didn't have a shot tonight, John. He was outclassed.
Iэн Gherry came over and said to UFC President Dana White, that was easy. It was total domination. I want Stephen Wonderboy Thompson next. Tremendous performance by Iэн Machado Gherry. Put some pressure on himself. Seems to always rise above it. Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 30-26, 30-26, and 30-24 for the winner by unanimous decision, and still undefeated, the future, Iэн Machadо